Hey guys, first of all a big thanks for all the love you guys showed to me on the previous video. It really meant a lot to me and I promise you I won't disappoint you. Now let's talk about the events that took place on 29 June 2020. The government banned 59 Chinese apps citing this as the reason. Well, now what exactly was the type of data that was collected and the privacy breach that took place? Now many people think that they might have gone for login data like user ID, password, PIN, etc. But I don't think that's the case, because if that was the case, then they would have been banned throughout the globe on all platforms. Well, then let's look at the second tier of information that they can take. It's the activity that you do within the app. You know, the content that you look for, what all you're liking, what all you dislike, what all you're browsing, etc, etc. Now this might get you thinking that, come on man, these data are already there on my Facebook and Instagram to an extent, so how can that actually harm me? Now to give you an idea of the intensity of damage it can actually cause, let me take you few years back, 4 years back to be exact, when the Facebook Cambridge Analytica data breach incident had taken place. Well, after seeing the Facebook icon on the thumbnail, you might have actually thought, why is it even here? It's not banned, it's not even Chinese, is this guy crazy? Well, there was a lot to learn from that incident. So what happened is, Alex Cogan, a Russian, under the pretext of academic purposes, took the consent of Facebook to quiz 270,000 people on various questions like what they like, what they dislike, what all they are interested in, and what all they would be searching for. And during this process, he also took info of their friends on Facebook, and as a result, almost 50 to 80 million people's data was leaked. He used this data to build a psychological profile of all these people and come to a conclusion on their personality and traits. And here is how it caused a problem. In 2016, Donald Trump, when he ran the presidential elections, he hired Cambridge Analytica to look after his campaign. And using this data, they skillfully and very surgically executed the advertisements targeting certain people, certain groups, certain places on the basis of those data they had. And it is alleged that because of this, a large amount of votes were swayed towards Trump, leading to his victory. So this incident actually gives us an idea of how this type of data, when present in such massive folds, can actually be used by a powerful organization to instill an idea into a person or population. And at this point of time, when the tension between two countries are like rising, we can actually just imagine how this data can be used to glorify or even tarnish the image of a particular nation. But to be honest, all this is on another level. It's really complicated, often kept a secret, not easily let out to us, the public. So being citizens, all we can do is make educated guesses, and we really can't conclude on what it is exactly. And if it's a data breach, this is the only thing that could have actually happened. But if it's not a data breach and it's just a political move to create a financial dent, then it's fine, I guess. I mean, maybe this is a way we can show our solidarity with the army and everyone that's working towards the cause of our country. Maybe this is a way for us to send a message to them. And the thing is, we can actually live without these apps, to be honest. I mean, there are so many other alternative apps that is available to us, which are more secure and more standard. In fact, I'll just give you a list of some of the apps that were banned and some really good substitutes. Most of them over here are something that you might have not even heard of. Most of them I think you will be using already, but yeah. For news, I think we have much better options in Times of India, BBC, etc. These are the more desi versions. And we all noticed the UC browser and ShareIt had extensive amount of ads. And these also got popular because of ads. Actually, CamScanner was a pretty good app, but yeah, Adobe is better. For all these social media apps, we already have Facebook, Instagram, etc. And for these battery savers and cache cleaners, guys, you don't actually need it. It's a smartphone. It itself has all the features to optimize your battery, clear cache, look for viruses, etc. So these third-party apps are actually not required, and if still you want to use, you can use Norton or Avast. As for the most popular out there, TikTok, there hasn't been exactly an established alternative, but we have some Indian versions that are coming up really fast after the ban, like Chingari. Now for the apps that have been banned, is it a permanent ban? Well, we cannot say. Chances are most of them might make a comeback. I mean, TikTok was banned last year by the Madras government, but still it did make a comeback. But there's one thing we have to keep in mind, that if an app is there in our smartphone and it is doing something that is not supposed to be doing, it's doing something more than what it's supposed to do, then I don't think it deserves a place there. So it's for us to decide. And lastly, one more thing, if you still have that app in your phone, it would be a good idea to delete it, because these apps are outdated now with no security support, nothing, and it is very prone to cyber attacks. These are the apps that are more prone to cyber attacks now. So yeah, that's it. If you have any views, please do share it in the comment section. If you found the video useful, please do share it with your friends. Please do subscribe to the channel. I'll be working for you more. And yeah, take care of yourself, take care of your family, stay more responsible. Me signing out. Jai Hind, peace.